Greetings luxe lovers, welcome back. Here we believe in intentional luxury and we're not afraid to invest in pieces that will work for us. So if that resonates with you, then please consider subscribing and stay a while. So once again, you and I are going to break new ground on YouTube by doing the first unboxing of its kind. And just so you know, I'm recording this on January 28th. However, I will release this video on January 31st, which is actually the technical launch date of this item. And similar to my unboxing of the mini garden party, I feel like this is a much anticipated release. So we're just gonna get right into it. So here we go. I have my receipt. And I have my beautiful box. And we'll just open it up. And it's a drawer, so let's see what I got. Oh, how exciting! And it is the Louis Vuitton Key Pouch S. Wow, this is pretty cool. And for those of you living under a rock, Louis Vuitton, you know, one of their best known pieces is the key pouch or the key clay. And this year, for some reason, they just started coming out with different sizes. I'm just the weird luxury odd person out who never bought a key clay. But when I saw these new sizes, I was really intrigued. So here we go. Oh, it feels really good. And I'm not sure if they maybe put their best foot forward for this first run. Oh, everything is lined up really nicely. Smells pretty good to me. And you can see it has the beautiful gold tone zipper pull and zipper. And inside, oh, here it is. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. So inside, we have this tag. Here is the information. There's the code for you. Here is kind of the description of materials. So as you can see, the coated canvas, and inside is the vachetta leather, it says. So leather line, very nice. Maybe you can't see it, but it has a stamp. And here is the key hook. And inside it says Louis Vuitton, Paris. Very faintly it says made in France. And so this feels really nice on the inside. It kind of has a textured leather inside. It has one slip pocket, which is the big innovation for this model because the typical key clay doesn't have it. And it has, I mean, everything looks great. And it has this like triangle piece, and dangling off that triangle is the chain, which hooks to this beautiful key mechanism. And as you can see, that has the LV on it on both sides. And there is a protective sticker on it as well. So that is beautiful, and you know, it's really hardy in the hand. Basically, it's 15 by 9 by 1 centimeters. And this isn't even on the website. I had to like find some foreign website to get this information. I think this is really nice. It is like noticeably bigger. As you can see, it's like the size of my hand. We'll definitely do a rundown of this. As you saw, it's pretty sizable. And unfortunately, I don't actually own the original key clay, so I can't show you like what that looks like. But the next best comp, I think, is this item, and this is my dress up your purse key pouch, which is obviously modeled after the Louis Vuitton one, so we'll just use this as a proxy. This one served me really well for years and years, and I was just waiting for the right key pouch to come up. So let's take a look at this. But if we put them together, you can see that it's definitely a lot bigger. It's taller and longer, obviously. And while this one could fit in my palm, now this whole thing is like almost as big as my whole hand. Granted, I have small hands, but you can see that. And then this is filled. I actually really love the Louis Vuitton specific key mechanism. And to me, it's the best one in the market. And so for those who don't know, while it looks confusing, you really just pull it up and out so that it kind of looks like that. And to me, I would take this any day over those typical fiddly keyring rings that has the spiral. Ugh, those typical rings are so annoying to me. It is totally worth it to me to buy into this mechanism. And so what I'll do is I'll take off what I have in my old pouch and we'll transfer it to the new and we'll see what that looks like. For those who've been around on this channel know I've actually really tried to get the key holder from Hermes, and that was like a complete fail, disaster. It did not hold my key fob. So like Hermes just kind of needs to catch up with the times of what new keys for cars look like. So this is what I'll be transferring into the new key pouch. We'll first put on my regular key, and it goes on very easily. And then we'll put on my car key. And again, to close it, you just kind of lift up and in, and boop, that's it. So easy. And then it just kind of plops right in. And that's a lot of room. Like, look at that. It's kind of dark, I apologize, but you can see that like there's a ton more space. I can put my YMCA card in this back pocket. And what's nice is that chain is long enough that like it can lie across and you don't need the chain hook to be like on that side. So there's a lot of room. So that's how it closes, and that was comfortable. This is what the seams look like on the other side and that point at the end. It's not too pointy and it's nice, and so there's a little room there. And this is what it looks like on that side. You could make the argument that this, or even the medium size, could be a solid little clutch. It definitely would have to be handheld, but that's pretty comfortable. In fact, I just went to grab a bunch more items to test out. So I brought my AirPods, I brought my Hermes lipsticks, a smaller tube of lipstick, and my ride or die Chanel wallet. So we're just gonna experiment and see like what we can pack into this, because I am curious how much this will fit. So as we saw, it had my car key, my house key. Let's see if it fits this whole wallet. Well, it technically fits, but now it's like super thick. So I probably wouldn't recommend stuffing a wallet in there. But if you didn't have a key, or actually maybe you want your key out, you could in theory put a whole card holder inside. So that's good to know. But the whole point is that I don't want my keys out. So let's take the card holder out. Let's put the keys back in. And then if I put a Hermes lipstick in there, that certainly fits on the side, like standing up. I wouldn't zip it. It kind of doesn't feel right. So, but we could like put the lipstick there. We could put my AirPod Pro in there. This is looking pretty good. And it definitely would zip. And now that we have that handy pocket, so we got some cash, we're gonna put in the side. The cash kind of goes up to almost to the zipper. Let's put a credit card inside, see what that looks like. So yeah, it has a credit card, some cash, lipstick, and AirPods. Man, this is like pretty good value. So I was basically able to transfer a lot of just like regular purse stuff and my car key in this little key pouch. But I wanted to do some other interesting comparisons to other SLGs in my collection, because chances are you'll probably have one of these too. And if you're enjoying yourself so far, I'd love for you to consider subscribing. If you like extreme luxury product close-ups, thoughtful commentary, and luxury unboxings practically every other week, then you've come to the right place. All right, let's get to the size comparisons. So like I showed, this is what it looks like in comparison to like a dress up your purse one, which is highly based off of the Louis Vuitton key clay. So that's the size comparison there. This is what it looks like in comparison to my Chanel card holder. So very similar, but again, a lot bigger and certainly more ability to hold other things. And then here is my Hermes Calvi, which is currently empty. This is what this looks like in comparison. And then here is my newest Kirigami card holder. And this is from the Color Mania collection. And this actually does have a little more width. And it has that mini card holder inside. But this is what that looks like. I've been going Louis Vuitton crazy recently. I don't know what it is. So that's what that looks like in comparison. Now I want to compare it to my Chanel O case. And this is going to be a very close comparison. In fact, I almost feel like this is what Louis Vuitton was probably going after in the market. Oh yeah, that's like almost the exact same size. So just so you know, if you own a Chanel O case, that is a good comparable for what this will be, but with the addition of that key hook, which I love. But that's is interesting to me because I don't actually use this a whole lot. So I wonder if I'll be using this or if I really should just get a regular key clay and use that as my key holder. Good question, because it is an awkward size. So yeah, this to me is like a dead-on match. And also I'll show, this is my mini pochette accessoire, and this I've had for a long time. I also don't use this a whole lot, and I have a little charm off of this, but I feel like that's also a really good size comparable to what they're going after. But as you can see, the mini pochette has way more depth in terms of what it can fit. So if you, again, don't need that key hook and you have this, you might not need the key pouch. But that certainly is a good comp just from height and length, but certainly not depth. And it lacks the chain, which I like as well. And finally, my biggest question is, will it fit inside a mini Kelly? So I brought out my mini Kelly for us to test this out. I mean, I could basically do this with all the bags that I have, but now that you know that it kind of is the same size as the mini pochette accessoire and also a Chanel O case, you can now take that information and try it out in all of your bags. So here's my little watermelon bag, and we will see what it looks like. So here we go. Trying to put it in here. Okay. So technically it fits, and it's not jutting out of the side, so that's not too bad, but it's kind of a little ridiculous looking because the mini Kelly is so small, and this is like so large that I guess you can be the judge as to whether or not it's even worth it. Or maybe that's too close for comfort. And if we wanted to compare that to what the regular key clay size would be in a mini Kelly, yeah, you certainly have more room on the side to fit stuff. So take that into consideration if you're a mini bag person like I am. So in terms of my final thoughts, I like it, but I guess I thought I would like it a lot more. I have so many of these like mid-size pouches that I honestly don't use as much because it's like they're big enough that you can't really put them in a mini bag. I'm a bit on the fence about it. I don't know, what do you guys think? I'm really curious. I definitely don't think I would want the medium size. And there is even a larger size, but I don't think it has the key hook, so I don't even know why it's considered part of the key pouch family. I'm so confused about that, but I'm curious to know what you guys think about this pouch. Will you be adding it? Are you interested in it? How will you use it? I thought I'd have more of a definitive reaction to it, but I have to like just think about it. And maybe I will trade it in for a regular key clay. But there's also a Murakami key clay that I like the look of, and the cherry blossoms, but that comes with a bag. So there's just a lot to take in. I also recently saw the Gyoza bag charm, which also had the key clay hook as part of the Pharrell and Nigo collaboration. So maybe I'll add that as my new key clay. But I definitely gotta give it to Louis Vuitton. They have certainly caught my attention this year. Anyone else? So thank you to those who've stayed with me to the end. Let me know in the comments if you're looking to buy any of the new key clay sizes. I welcome you to follow me on Instagram if you'd like to see more of how I style these items in my day-to-day and other luxury moments. If you've enjoyed this video, I invite you to go down the rabbit hole that is my luxury unboxing playlist, and I'll put that link here. Please like it if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!